Hello slimy furtlers, and we're going to be here to do a game unboxing. This is Team Yankee World War 3 the complete starter set, and as the box says, it's got everything that you need to start playing Team Yankee, or I don't know what you call it. Sometimes it's called Flames of War Team Yankee, sometimes it's just called Team Yankee, sometimes it's Team Yankee World War 3, and then there's a thing for Team Yankee Oil War as well, which is sort of set in the same period and based around the Middle East. But yeah, anyways, this game set is nominally based on a book called Team Yankee, which is a kind of alternate reality book in which a Third World War kicks off in the mid 1980s. It's not a nuclear war, but it's a scenario that could very well have played out during that time. So we've got the box here. I got this from Wayland Games in their January sale. It was very, very, very reasonably priced, and this is basically we're talking 25 quid more or less to to get started on a game. And as those other models that I was sent by someone very generously kind of impressed me to the point which I thought, well, it looks, I like the models, it looks like a good game, let's give it a crack. And for 25 quid, you can get started. That's a lot cheaper than what it is to start most sort of tabletop games, which at the minute, let's be honest, starting playing a new tabletop game during the lockdowns, the endless lockdowns that we seem to be having, probably isn't a good idea, but at least it does give you time to read the books and get your stuff painted up. So we'll just start with the box. Obviously we've got the artwork on the front here, the World War 3. We've got some Abrams tanks and some Russian, I think they're supposed to be T-64s blowing up in the background. We've got a blimp there, pretty nice action sort of battle scene, which that artwork is repeated across the box. On the back we have basically a thing. Here's what you get, and basically what you see is what you get. You get some Abrams tanks, you get some Patton tanks, you get some Bradleys, and then for the Russian side you get, Russian Soviet Union, you get some T-80s, some T-64s, and some BIMP 3s. And they're designed in New Zealand, made in Malaysia, Battlefront Miniatures, TeamYankee.com. And then it does Team Yankee models are highly detailed 1/100 or 15 scale miniatures. Models above are shown at 100%. They are very nicely detailed and everything like that. And we've got a contents list there, if you can see it, if the light doesn't start thinking. And then we've just got a little bit of a quote from the actual Team Yankee book here. The book itself, I've never read it, but the book itself is quite good from what I've been told. So let's pop her open. I've already, as soon as I got it, I kind of spunked my load, and I just wanted to rip it open and see what I got. So it's a nice solid box, sort of thing there, and we pop it open, and obviously if you buy one of these, it may not look like this when you open it. I've already opened it and had a look through, but yeah, we've got the the first thing that I pull out is this, which is your rule book and your unit cards. They're in a nice little bag to keep them separate. So, I put them in this bag. We've got a nice little small format rule book which contains all the rules for the game. It's nice A5 it's not massive and it's not really thick. The rules to this game are pretty simple, and the game's designers laid the rule book out so that you can look at the rules, then you can go through and look at all the different countries, the different factions and everything like that. Let's lift you up a little bit. There we go, so you can actually see. Yeah, they go through all the different factions involved in the war, and there's basic like military information about the vehicles and stuff like that. And this game is a very vehicle heavy game. There is infantry combat in there, but from what I understand, most people tend not to use infantry that much, because, why use infantry when you can just use tanks? But there, I've got the unit cards in a pack here. I'm not going to get them out because it's just a load of cards. But basically, each card has a. For example, this one is the one at the top is the unit card for a tank unit of 80 tanks, and it's got the movement values, their armor values, and then it's got the weapons that you can put on them and any options for them. On the back is the the vehicle's special abilities, because vehicles have one, or generally have at least one special ability, like being better at off-road, or one of the weapons has got a better thing. On the back here we've got the rear of a card for an M3 Bradley scout tank, and it tells you how much the units cost. If you only want two, you can only have two per section, but then you can upgrade it for 1 point to a better sort of vehicle. Like I said, there we've got special rules there, and then special rules for movement, special rules for weapons. So yeah, that's nice. Everything that's in the box has a card, so you can't say that, oh well, I got the box set and it's got stuff in there I can't use because I don't know the rules for. It's everything's there that you need to get playing. So let's put that back in the bag, and the bag creases up while I put it in. So yeah, the Soviet stuff is this kind of khaki colour. We've got a BMP3 model here. Like I said, the actual models themselves are fantastic. Great amount of detail, and easy to put together and easy enough to customize and stuff like that. Very nice. We've got a couple of I think these are, they're T64s. There, same thing goes basically for them. Then here we've got the, in this one we've got the T80s and the other BIMP that's in it. So yeah, that's your Russian force basically there. That's your Russian force stacked up there. You get more Russians than you do Americans because, like, the kind of real world thing, there are more Russians, but their tank, there are more Russians, but the American stuff is generally of better quality, better weapons, better armor. So it kind of evens out. You get more dice to roll with the Russians, but your dice rolls are more effective with the Americans. And speaking of the Americans, these are all the ones in the sort of, I don't know, forest green colour. We've got a Bradley. Well, we've got two Bradleys. There's two Bradley sprues there. And then on the thing here, what we got, these are two Patton tanks, M60 Patton. Again, these have the customizable options for you to put different things on vehicles and things. And then we have the we've got here 1, 2, 3 M1 Abrams tanks. That's there. So that's your, if we just put these side by side kind of thing, you get less Americans, but like I say, it evens out because the American vehicles are of better quality, better quality than your Russian vehicles kind of thing. So yeah, so what we got left in here then, we've got a bag of dice, red dice for the commies, blue dice for the Americans. Not much more can be said about that. We've got here is a couple of things of tank commanders. Basically, if you want to customize your tanks so they can have tank commanders, you can do that. There are some resin sprues in there with little guys poking at top, and then there are some plastic ones with things. I generally find that the plastic ones suit the Russians better. The resin ones are basically American looking soldiers, well, tank commanders. So that's that. We have this book here, Start Here, which I think I showed in with the video where I did the unboxing. It's just got the instructions on how to put everything together, and then it's got the same information here than what's on the the stat cards, and then it shows you how to there's the same thing for the Russians, put them together, and then it's got an advertisement for other stuff that you can get along with the source books, and then on the back some of the box sets that they do, and then finally it may not seem terribly important, but inside the box on the sides thing here for you to cut out are various markers that you may use during the game. Like you've got objective markers, you've got some destroyed counters, bailout counters, and you've got the same thing for the Soviet Russian forces kind of thing. So yeah, being as the only kind of tabletop game I've been playing for a long time has been Gaslands, I quite like the idea of Team Yankee because it's vehicle combat, and it's slightly more complex rules, but it's not so complex as you know, you spend, you know, 45 minutes on one turn because you keep having to roll dice for things and stuff like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know, you see an enemy, you shoot at them. If you're lucky, you destroy them. If not, you make them bail out. If you're really unlucky, it just doesn't do anything. You have to be able to plan tactically, because you know your vehicles are capable of doing things, but you know, if you're going full pelt with a vehicle, you know, like driving really fast with a vehicle, it limits its options. If your vehicle's not moved at all, it's got more options available to it, but it's easier to destroy. So yeah, it's one of those things. And you know, obviously, like with most games, it's you know, I've got this weapon, and this weapon will be best used in this situation. However, you know, I've got to get this weapon here, but then your opponent comes up with something to you know, foil your plans. So yeah, so all in all, a bargain for the price I paid for it, because I've got all those models to put together and you know, put together and paint and everything like that. Nice little rule book, you know, nice little rule book, and even if I never play a game, I've still got, you know, a lot of really nice models. I've already painted up the first lot that I got. Now I've got all this lot to go through. So yeah, so this has just been a quick, it's gone to my thing there. It's 11 minutes so far. Yeah, an unboxing video just showing you the contents of the Team Yankee World War III starter set. I recommend it to people who are into, you know, kind of tabletop wargaming and stuff like that, especially if you like your tank combat and stuff. And the weird thing is, I don't actually know of any other game which kind of simulates the kind of World War III type battle out there. Well, I do actually. I do know a couple of you know, kind of war games, that the sort of war games that are, it's just basically a book, and you need a degree in maths to be able to play it. Basically, I did find one once, and it was, when I sat and worked it out, it's like to move one tank and then do a shooting phase would probably take about 20 minutes because you're rolling for this and rolling for that, and you know, that kind of thing is boring. You know, you want your games to be going on, which is one of the reasons why I like Gaslands, and one of the reasons why I quite like the look of Team Yankee. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again sometime in the future with something else.